Hi there, welcome to Formidable Academy. In this video, I will be sharing some formatting tips and Excel keyboard shortcuts which you can use to make your life easier when working on Excel. So let's say we want to define numbers and we want to go from 1 using odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, like that. So you remember how you do your functions. So you can say equals to sign your previous cell, add 2 to read. That's how you make odd numbers, and then you can drag it. Let's say you want 20 of these, and in that way you have just made 20 odd numbers. So remember how to do that. And then let's say now we are now adding 2 to each of these numbers in our column 1. So now we can just come here, say this first one, and then you add 2 to read, and then you say plus 2, and then when you click at the right bottom end of the cell like this, it will do the same thing for all your cells. So now let's say you want the function of implementing a, let's say we had what here, let's say we come here to define a cell R1 and we want R1 to be 88. What is it doing now? Okay, so we come here. Okay, let's keep it close. H1, we want H1 to be 88, and we want to add 88 to all entries in column B. Let's see what will happen. So we say B1 plus H1. That gives us an answer we are expecting. And look at what happens. Now, all from this one is correct. From here going downwards, it's wrong. What is it doing? It's just adding whatever is here, and here is blank spaces, and it considers all these blank spaces as 0. That's why you see this is 41 plus 0, 39 plus 0. So how do we fix that? So what you do, you have to use dollar signs to implement. Let's say you are adding one cell to an array of cells to multiple number of cells. So what you have to do is you have to use a dollar sign. So you want to add H1 to all these cells, to all these entries in column B. So instead of just typing it as B1 plus H1, you are going to come here in front of the H, you put a dollar sign, which is shift 4, and then in front of the H, the 1 also, just after the H, you put another dollar sign, and then let's see what happens now. Voila, that's all we wanted. 88 plus 5, it is 93. 88 plus 7 is 95. And now we are satisfied with what we see there. So those are my formatting tips. And then now let's move on to Excel shortcuts. So what can I say here? So Excel shortcuts, they are similar to the ones I demonstrated when I was showing you shortcuts on Excel. The easiest one and the first one, Control C for your copy. So you can copy whatever is in this cell and put it in this cell. Okay, it did something else. Okay, let's reverse that. So we can copy what's here and we want to paste it here. It did something else. What does it do? It just gives us the 88 because the 88 is still embedded there. But look at what it did there. Okay, let's cancel this. If we look into what it did, it has taken D1 and added 88 to it, which means it has shifted. So when copying and cutting in Excel, it also cuts whatever is embedded inside the cell. So the function you have implemented inside the cell is also copied or cut. So it's something which I can say shy away from cutting or pasting in Excel, because it can lead to mistakes, as it cuts even whatever is inside as your function. So let's just define something here. Let's define 55 in our B23 cell here. If you say Control C, Control V, it copies it very well because there is no background function here. I just wrote 55. If we come here, Control X for our cut, and we just decide to put it here, it just moves the way we want it. It just gets cut and placed there. So I can say from that we learn to say when you are copying and pasting or cutting and pasting, rather you do that on cells which don't have functions running behind them. So for your copying, Control C, cutting, Control X to paste, Control V. Then to undo is Control Z. Hold on to Control Z, you undo what you just did. To redo what you did, Control Y, and then in that way you redo what you did. And then to open a Excel notebook from your device, Control O. Control O will open it. Control P will try to print your Excel notebook. Control N will create a new notebook. And then we have Control, what can I do? I want to return to that Excel sheet I was working on. Wonderful. Now, Control, okay, let's leave Control alone. So let's say we want to highlight the first 5 cells. You can easily come and do this, or you can click on Shift and then the downward arrow will be clicking on each of the cells one by one. So if you want to highlight all the cells until you meet a blank cell, you can come, say, Control Shift, hold on to that, and then the downward arrow, it will select everything in that row. Same thing if you come here to say Control Shift, arrow to the right, it will select everything to the right until it meets a blank cell. And then Control Home takes you to the first cell in your Excel sheet or Excel notebook, and then Control End takes you to the last blank cell in your array of cells where you have written something. So if you look at this is the one which is not highlighted is our end cell, and then this is our start cell, and those are all the tips and shortcuts I have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to the Formidable Academy YouTube channel from me, your tutor. Keep well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.